8 children and injured 2 adults before being killed this morning by police in Shreveport, Louisiana. Those police say that the gunman was 31-year-old Shamar Elkins and that the 7 of the children that were slain were his. In interviews, Elkins' family members said that he had some mental health problems and had recently expressed suicidal thoughts.
At 5:55 a.m., Shreveport police received an emergency call. The caller was on the roof of a house on the 300 block of West 79th Street. She was whispering. She said a man inside had just shot someone. A second call came in minutes later, the same address, a family member this time, telling dispatch that 9 people lived in that home and that the suspect had shot all of them. She told the dispatcher that she and her children had escaped through a window and climbed onto the roof. They were hiding in the backyard. Before officers had finished processing the first scene, a third call came in, this one from Harrison Street, 1 block away. A woman said her boyfriend had shot her in the face. He had taken her 3 children and fled. Her name was Christina Snow. The man she described was the same man. His name was Shamar Elkins. He was 31 years old.
The day before the shooting, Shamar Elkins had been sitting on his front porch. A neighbor named Freddie Montgomery waved at him as children played in the yard. They exchanged the kind of greeting that neighbors exchange without thinking. By all appearances, Elkins was a family man. He had served 7 years in the Louisiana Army National Guard as a signal support systems specialist and a fire support specialist. He was never deployed. He left the Army as a private in August 2020. He fathered 7 children across 2 relationships. Just 1 week before the tragedy, Elkins posted on Facebook, "Happy Easter. Had a wonderful time at church for the first time with all my kids. What a blessed day." But 4 days later, on April 9th, he posted something else, a prayer. "Dear God, today I ask you to help me guard my mind and my emotions. When depression tries to settle in, when anger rises, when anxiety or panic comes, give me the strength to reject it immediately in the name of Jesus." The post went viral after the shooting. Many saw it for what it may have been, a man in crisis, broadcasting his distress in the only way he knew how. His stepfather, Marcus Jackson, recalled a phone call around April 5th, 2 weeks before the shooting. Family members later revealed that Elkins had attempted suicide in February 2026, just 2 months before the shooting. After that, he voluntarily checked himself into a local VA hospital for mental health treatment. He stayed for a week and a half. But the root of the crisis was still there. His wife, Shaniqua Pugh, the mother of 4 of his children, had filed for divorce. The reason, according to Brown, infidelity. Elkins had reportedly been in a relationship with Christina Snow, the mother of his 3 other children. Court records showed the couple had a date in divorce court scheduled for the very next morning, Monday, April 20th. Elkins never made it to that court date.
The attack unfolded with horrifying precision. It was not a snap of rage, Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry would later say. At the home on West 79th Street, Elkins shot his wife Shaniqua and moved through the house. Keosha Pugh, Shaniqua's sister, grabbed her 12-year-old daughter. They escaped through a window and scrambled onto the roof, then dropped to the backyard. Keosha broke bones in the fall. Her daughter had scratches. Inside the house, 7 children were found dead or dying. According to Shreveport police spokesperson Chris Bordelon, many of the children appeared to have been shot in their sleep, with most shot in the head. It is a disgusting and evil scene. The 8 children killed were Jayla Elkins, age 3, Shayla Elkins, age 5, Kayla Pugh, age 6, Layla Pugh, age 7, Mark Hayden Pugh, age 10, Elkins' nephew, not his child, Braylon Snow, age 5, Kedarian Snow, age 6, Soraya Snow, age 11. 7 siblings and 1 cousin, 3 boys, 5 girls. After leaving the West 79th Street home, Elkins drove 1 block to Harrison Street, where Christina Snow lived. He knocked on her door and shot her in the face. She survived by using Siri on her phone to call 911. Elkins then carjacked a red Kia Sportage at gunpoint and sped away. officers feared the vehicle contained Christina's 3 children. It did not. They were found safe at the scene. A police pursuit followed him onto Interstate 49 and into neighboring Bossier City, about 15 miles away. At 6:29 a.m., officers confronted Elkins on Brompton Lane. Shots were exchanged. Shamar Elkins was pronounced dead at the scene at 7:03 a.m. In less than 70 minutes, 8 children were dead.
Here is what we knew about Shamar Elkins before April 19th. He had a prior conviction for illegal use of a firearm in 2019. Under Louisiana law, that conviction should have prevented him from legally owning a gun. Yet investigators found he had used an assault-style pistol modified with rifle-caliber rounds. On April 21st, authorities arrested a 56-year-old convicted felon named Charles Ford in connection to the weapon used. Investigators believe Elkins had stolen it from Ford's truck. He had attempted suicide in February 2026. He had sought mental health treatment at a VA hospital weeks before the shooting. He had expressed suicidal ideation to his family as recently as April 5th. He had reportedly told his wife a year before the shooting that he would kill her, their kids, and himself if she ever left him. In Shreveport, a majority black city of about 180,000, more than 30% of all homicides are domestic in nature. That is 3 times the national average. Just days before the shooting, the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office had opened a new domestic violence unit, citing a recent rise in incidents. And just 1 month before that, in March 2026, the Shreveport City Council had voted to withdraw from a partnership with that same Sheriff's Office to operate a domestic violence resource center. The resources were retreating, the warning signs were advancing, and no one connected the dots in time.
On the evening of April 20th, the Cedar Grove neighborhood gathered. Candles, flowers, a silence heavy with disbelief. 8 small caskets, 8 families now broken open. Governor Jeff Landry announced that his family's foundation, Love One Louisiana, would cover the funeral expenses for all 8 victims. A community fund was established by the Community Foundation of North Louisiana, one for survivors' needs and another specifically for domestic violence prevention.
KSLA's Peyton Manuel attended the service as the community came together to honor
On May
their
9th,
lives.
a funeral service was held at Cedar Grove Baptist Church for all 8 children. The 8 children's deaths more than doubled Shreveport's total homicide count for the entire year in a single morning. The Shreveport massacre did not happen in isolation. Just 3 days earlier, on April 16th, former Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax shot and killed his wife, Dr. Serena Fairfax, in their home in Annandale, Virginia, before turning the gun on himself. He too had a divorce court date that morning. Their teenage children were inside the house. 2 states, 1 week, the same devastating pattern. A man facing separation, with access to a gun, choosing violence as his final act of control. According to a 2026 FBI report covering 5 years of data, between 2020 and 2024, more than 11,000 people were murdered in domestic violence incidents in the United States. The percentage of violent crimes occurring within domestic relationships is rising. Every month, on average, more than 70 women are shot and killed by an intimate partner in America. For black women, the risk is twice as high as for their white counterparts.
Louisiana has led the nation in fatal gun violence for 30 consecutive years. The state recently repealed its concealed carry permit requirement, allowing most adults to carry loaded firearms without a permit, background check, or safety training. 8 children paid the price. The Caddo Parish District Attorney said it plainly after the shooting. Domestic violence is not a private matter. It is a community issue with far-reaching consequences.
There are 8 children that are deceased. I can't be strong for you. I think about the mother and what this family has lost. I think about this community and what this community has lost. And I don't have the words to give you, and I'm sorry.
And Governor Gavin Newsom's office is blasting both the NRA and gun violence, posting, "This is an unspeakable tragedy," and adding, "Repeated horrors like this don't happen anywhere else but this country." This, he said, was a total moral failure.
The warning signs were visible. The patterns were documented. The systems existed, but they did not converge. The gun was illegal, but it was there.
8 children should have been asleep in their beds on a Sunday morning. Jayla, 3 years old, Soraya, 11, and 6 others in between. Their deaths were not inevitable, they were predictable, and prevention begins with refusing to look away.